श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम ओम अखंडानंद संबोधः वंदनात्यस्य जायते गोविंदं तमहं वंदे चिदानंद तनुं गुरुं. So yesterday we saw kala bhedam vastu bhedam desha bhedam subhedakam kinchit bhedam na tasya asti kinchit va api na vidyate. Kala desha vastu, three kinds of dualities: by time, duality by space, and duality by causation. So nothing exists there. But if you say time, space, and causation, then it only probably removes the dualities of sajati and vijati of the same class and of different class. So to remove this error, to remove this doubt, he says swagata bhedakam, swabhedakam. Also the swabheda. So that also is negated. Sajati, Vijati, Swagata Bheda. All these three are negated here. Or Swagata Bheda can be used as a pointer to Sajati, Vijatiya. That way also we can take. Kinchit Bhedam na tasyasti. There is no duality. No known duality. Maybe some unknown duality. Kinchidva api na vidyate. There is nothing else to talk about the known or unknown duality. There is nothing else other than the self. For this liberated, okay. Jīveśvareti vākye ca vedaśāstreṣu aham tviti idaṃ caitanyamevetyahaṃ aham caitanyamityapi iti niścayaṣūnyo yah videho mukta eva sah brahmaiva vidyate sākṣādvastuto'vastuto'pi ca. So he says jīveśvareti vākye च वेदाśāstreṣu aham tviti idaṃ caitanyamevetyahaṃ aham caitanyamityapi iti niścayaśūnyo yah videho mukta eva sah brahma eva vidyate sākṣādvastuto'vastuto'pi. Vākye jīveśvareti vākye, whether you talk about the jiva or ishvara, which is avantara vākya. There are two types of vākya. This is not talking about, when you say vākya, it is not mahavākya, it is talking about avantara vākya. Whether you talk about the jiva or you talk about the ishvara individually, does not really matter. Or vedaśāstreṣu, in the Veda Shastra, because this tanto upanisham purusham pricchami, this can be understood only through the Vedic teaching. So aham tviti, aham, etc. or idaṃ caitanyamevetyahaṃ, I am atma brahma, this is consciousness, this is self. Or aham caitanyamityapi, aham brahmasmi, that way also. So whatever these mahavakyas are there, iti niścayaśūnyo, this person does not have any kind of clarity. Niścaya means clarity, right? So a person who does not have any clarity sa videho mukta. He is videho mukta. What is this? He does not have any clarity? No. The idea is clarity is gained already when he was a jivan mukta. Now he does not see any duality. Only when you have duality, doubts, etc., erroneous knowledge, etc., you need to have a determined knowledge. Since this person does not see anything other than self, there is no need for any determination here. How can you say that? He says, vastuto'vastuto'pi ca sākṣāt brahmaiva vidyate. Whether objectively or non-objectively, whether something exists or does not exist, whether there is a thing or does not, there is nothing. Everything else, everything is Brahman. Brahmaiva sākṣāt. Everything is Brahman alone. Meaning, satyatyacha bhavat. Upanishad says, Taitra Upanishad says, satyatyacha abhavat. The self became sat and tyat, existence and non-existence. So whether something exists really or seemingly does not really matter. All that is self for him. tadvidyāviṣayaṃ brahma satyajñānasukhātmakam śāntaṃ tadatītaṃ ca paraṃ brahma taducyate tadvidyāviṣayaṃ brahma satyajñānasukhātmakam śāntaṃ tadatītaṃ ca paraṃ brahma taducyate. Satyajñānasukhātmakam tad brahma vidyāviṣayaṃ. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. That is what is said as Satyam Jnana Sukha. Sukha is Ananda, Satchidananda. So Satchidananda Brahma, that Brahman which is of the nature of existence, conscious knowledge, bliss, that is a vidya vishayam, is a subject matter for vidya knowledge. It cannot be understood through any pramana, any means of a right knowledge. It can be understood only through the valid proof, which is a Vedanta. Tadu śāntaṃ cha, and it is śāntaṃ. Śāntaṃ means peace. No, śāntaṃ here means not tranquil, not peace, but which is devoid of any attributes. Nirgunam, nishkriyam, etc. Okay? Atitam cha. And it is beyond the scope of all this. Because this jati, kriya, this activity, class, all these are differentiators. There is no differentiators here. There is nothing to differentiate it from, distinguish it from anything else. So, atitam, so it is beyond all this. Tadu paraṃ brahma uchyate. That is what is called as absolute self. siddhānto'dhyātmaśāstrāṇāṃ sarvāpahnava evahi nāvidyāstīha no māyā śāntaṃ brahmaiva tadvinā. This is a very important, beautiful shloka which gives you the secret. There are some secrets he is going to say, shortcuts or secrets. Okay. Now here is one. With siddhānto'dhyātmaśāstrāṇāṃ sarvāpahnava evahi nāvidyāstīha no māyā śāntaṃ brahmaiva tadvinā. Adhyātmaśāstrāṇāṃ siddhāntah. Adhyātmaśāstra, adhi atme bhava iti adhyātma. When we saw in the introduction, the invocation shloka, Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, we chant Shanti 3 times. It does not mean, Shanti normally means peace. Om, peace, peace, peace. That is how some idiots translate it. This is not peace here. Here, Shanti means that which is devoid of any troubles, any suffering. So, there are 3 kinds of suffering. One is Adhyatma, the second is Adhyatmika, Adi Bhautika, Adi Devika. Okay? Adhyatmika, that which exists in the body, the problems of sufferings of the body. Then Adi Bhautika, the suffering of the elements, that which is created by caused by the elements. Then Adi Devika, the rain, etc., that which is caused by the God, deities. So none of these sufferings exist. So that is Adhyatma Shastra, the self, that which deals about the self. Adhyatma Shastra means the scripture that deals about the self. Siddhāntah, conclusion. Siddhanta, siddha antah esham, meaning that which is the conclusion of the teaching philosophy. So, sarvāpahnava evahi, definitely indeed is a sarvāpahnava, negation of everything as non-existence. Indeed, isn't it? Iha avidya nasti no māyā. Here there is neither avidya nor māyā. Tadvinā śāntaṃ brahmaiva. Without any of this, only that absolute Brahman exists. Shanta means without any attributes. Without any attributes means absolute. So that absolute self alone remains. Now, here he says, neither Māyā nor Avidya. Why should you say that? Because you thought also, the Māyā and Avidya, they are same, they are not different. Even now I am saying the same thing. Then why is he saying this? Some people, they have still this idea that even though you escape from the avidya, the body sense organ complex association, you are still stuck in the Māyā, the creation of God. You may come out of the room, but you are still stuck in the palace. So, to remove all this erroneous knowledge, finally, after concluding, this is 997. It is like the final snake. That's the biggest snake. It will bring you to the second spot. So, again, he need not start. So, he says, there is nothing, no avidya, no Māyā. Only the self remains. Okay? Priyeṣu sveṣu sukṛtam, apriyeṣu cha duṣkṛtam, visṛjya dhyāna yogena, brahma apyeti sanātanam. What will this fellow then do? Body, he drops his body, he sheds his body, discards his body. What will he do? What will happen to him? So he says, priyeṣu sveṣu sukṛtam, अप्रियेषु च दुष्कृतं विसृज्य ध्यानयोगेन ब्रह्माप्येति सनातनम् स्वेषु प्रियेषु सुकृतम् अप्रियेषु दुष्कृतं विसृज्य visṛjya sapane to give up, to leave what? Sveṣu, among his people. Sva means svajñāti dhanakyāyam, your relatives, your close people. Priyeṣu, sveṣu, your close people, that is said, but again he says priyeṣu, the people whom you love more. Priyeṣu, if you are close. No, yesterday I said that lady, that old lady came from the 3rd floor, and when she saw me, she was like, oh, it is you, I thought it is my son. Priyeṣu, Priya is not me now, though I belong to that family, but still Priya is her son first, right? So here sveṣu priyeṣu, among the people who are very close to us and they are very dear to us, among them sukṛtam, the good deeds. Sukṛtam iti sukṛtam, that which is performed nicely, the good deeds, the punyas. Apriyeṣu, the people who don't belong to us, meaning those who we hate. Priyeṣu means those whom we love. Apriyeṣu, those whom we hate. So duṣkṛtam visṛjya, leaving the bad qualities. Duṣkṛtam, meaning that which is done with bad intention or things like that. So papa. So visṛjya, we are talking about this videho mukta who drops his body. When at the time of dropping his body, leaving his body, he leaves, like he writes a will. He leaves all the good deeds to his close dear people, and the bad karmas to the bad people. Bad people here means the people whom he hates. Now the problem is, again, there is love hate. No. It is not from his perspective. We are talking about the perception of people. The people who love this person, they gain the good karmas. The people who hate this person, they gain the bad karmas. See, karmas are like your energy. They can neither be created nor be destroyed. They can be transferred. No, we are not talking about that. The karmas should be experienced. Karmas should be experienced. If you are not experiencing, you cannot transfer. And what is said here? The idea here is his punya and papa needs to be something needs to be done about that, right? So an idea should be given about that. That is what we are doing. A. B is people should not, everything is over for him. Let us discard him. Let us not give him any importance. So that kind of disrespect should not be meted out on the jnani. He should be worshipped. Worshipping him is not for his sake. It is for your sake. To give that idea, he is saying. This is based on the Shruti teaching. Dāyamupayanti, etc. Shruti says, Tasya putraha dāyamupayanti surda sadhukrutyam. Tasya putraha is sons. Sons here in the sense is the disciples. They gain the good karmas. The people, and in Tattvabodha, we saw. In Tattvabodha, the people who do worship, puja, etc., they gain the good karmas. The people who scold and do bad things to him, they gain the bad karmas. Naturally, it's a natural thing. They get distributed in this way. Okay? And what will he do? He is not doing it. He has nothing to do with it. That is why he says, dhyana yogena sanatanam brahma apyeti. Through the dhyana yoga, through the samadhi, he becomes, he apyeti, to gain that, but he is not gaining it. He is that. He remains that absolute self. Sanatana Brahma, that absolute self. Yavat sadbuddhehe swayam santyajyate'khilam tavat paranandah paramatmaiva sishyate. Another secret point, shortcut. Yavat cha sadbuddhe swayam santyajyate'khilam tavat paranandah paramatma eva sishyate. Sadbuddhe, hey sadbuddhi, one with a good intellect. Good intellect means a positive thinking. One who is involved in the path of knowing the truth. You yavat akhilam swayam santyajyate. Yavat in how much ever, meaning in whichever way, akhilam, the whole world, the whole creation, association with them, swayam santyajyate, you yourself give up. Like you have to give. I already told the difference between the devotee and the Vedanti. A devotee, for him, it gets dropped, it gets removed from him. But for a Vedanti, he removes it, he gives it up. That's the difference, right? So here, like the more you give up attachment to the things, tavat, that much paranandaha paramatmaiva sishyate. That much the absolute self, which is of the nature of bliss, remains. This is not some glowing clarity or glowing clarity and all. The idea is, this is what your problem is, your attachment to things. When you give up the attachment, the moment you give up the attachment of the body sense organ complex, then you remain the absolute self. He is going to say that again. Yatra yatra mrto jnani paramakshara vitsada pare brahmani liyeta natasya utkranti shyate. Yatra yatra mrto jnani parama aksharavit sada pare brahmani liyeta natasya utkranti shishyate. Sada parama aksharavit, always one parama aksharavit. Akshara means character. Here it's not character. Akshara naksharati akshara, that which is immortal. So in that aksharavit, one who understands, one who knows that immortal, absolute immortal self, jnani, a liberated one, yatra yatra mrita, wherever he dies, yatra, place, saptamyam, seventh case. So wherever he drops his body, mritaha, pare brahmani liyeta, he merges in the absolute self, becomes he that seeming duality of the embodiment also is lost for him. In Tattvabodha, etc., they say kashyam va swapache griheva, because a place of death is considered to be, place of death for a jnani is considered to be a sacred place. I told you. So he will be searching, oh, where should I drop my body? Oh, that's a very holy place, I'll go there. Because there are people who want to be buried or burnt in a particular place. Or even after they die, or even after they are burnt, they want to spread their ashes in some particular place. So here he is not talking about any such attachment or association. He says wherever he dies does not really matter. Whether he dies in Kashi, a very holy place, or a very unholy place, shvapacha grihe means a person who eats, a dog eater. Shvapacha means a dog eater, one who cooks a dog and eats dog. So even it is at his house, does not really matter. Tasya utkranti naishyate. His body sense organ complex, his the pranas, etc., they don't leave this body. We spoke about it earlier when we said natasya pranaha utkramanti, his pranas, his sense organs, etc., they don't leave the body. Whatever is the cause for them, it merges in that very cause. Okay? Yat svabhimatam vastu tatyajan moksham ashnute. Secret. Yad svabhimatam vastu tad tyajan moksha ashnute. We are talking about how to gain the videho mukti, the secret tip for videho mukti. Underline this one single line, very beautiful. Yad svabhimatam vastu. Whatever is svabhimatam. Svabhimatam means one's desired vastu, object. Whatever is the object one desires, one has attachment to, meaning like I and mine. Tadutyajan, giving that up, moksha mashnuti, he gains the moksha, he enjoys the moksha. Meaning the I and mine attachment with the body sense organ complex and with the things around. When you give up that, whether you are alive or dead does not really matter. That is videho. Yadi yadi svabhimatam vastu, whatever you are attached to, you are identifying with, when you give that identification up, then you become, you experience, you enjoy that bliss. Such a simple one-line secret. But the problem is you need to work the whole life to understand that. Asankalpena shastrena. How do you gain that? So he's giving you another tip to that. Asankalpena shastrena chinnam chittam idam yada sarvam sarvagatam śāntaṃ brahma sampadyate tada. Asankalpena shastrena chinnam chittam idam yada sarvam sarvagatam śāntaṃ brahma sampadyate tada. Yada, when idam chittam, this mind, chinnam is cut. Cut to what? What is the knife I use for that? What is the weapon I use for that? Shastrena, with this weapon. What kind of weapon? Asankalpena, with the weapon of not having any intentions, not having any desires, not having any will. Sankalpa means desires, intentions. Not having any intention. I will not. I should not. I not. Nothing like that. When you don't have any thoughts like that, tada, then the chittam is chinnam. The mind is destroyed. Then sarvam śāntaṃ sarvagatam brahma sampadyate. Sarvam means everything. Okay. So next, sarva śāntaṃ. Śāntaṃ means devoid of any attributes, etc. That which is tranquil. Sarvagatam means all pervading. Brahma sampadyate. He gains that Brahman. Here by sarvam, see, omnipresent, omnipotent, and omniscient. All these three are said here. Sarvam. Sarvam means that which is there everywhere, which is everything is omnipotent, is powerful. Now here by sarvam he says satyam, because satyam is that which exists at all point of time. Nitya. Sarvam is nitya. Okay. Sarvagatam. Śāntaṃ. Śāntaṃ means peace. Only the ignorance disturbs you. Knowledge is at peace. So śāntaṃ means knowledge, consciousness. Then sarvagatam, omnipresent, means anantam, that which is not limited. Ananta means anandam, bliss. So sarvam śāntaṃ sarvagatam means satyam jnanam anantam brahma sampadyate. He gains that Brahman. Okay. Now he is bringing the text to conclusion. He says, iti śrutva guror vākyam śishyastu chinna samśayah jnātaඥeyah sampranamya satguroh charanambujam sattena samanujñātah yayo nirmukta bandhanah. Iti śrutva guror vākyam śishyastu chinna samśayah jnātaඥeyah sampranamya sadguroh charanambujam sattena samanujñātah yayo nirmukta bandhanah. Iti guroho vakyam shrutva. Iti. Thus, guroho vakyam shrutva. Hearing, after listening to the words of the instructions of the teachings of the Guru, chinna samshayah, having destroyed all the doubts, jnātaඥeyah, having known whatever that needs to be known, nirmukta bandhah, he became liberated from all the bondages. Now, sasishya, that disciple, what did he do now? Sasishya, sadguroho charanambujam sampranamya, sadguroho, of the Guru, charana aravindam, the lotus feet, sampranamya, nicely saluting. Since he has become one with the self, there is no duality, the Guru and disciple are not different, he is not leaving it to that. There is a tradition. So he saw himself to be whatever. Now he sees himself to be liberated from those bondages. Now sampranami, that is attitude of gratitude before and after. So sampranamya, nicely saluting him. Tena samanujñāta, after gaining permission from him, after the guru instructs him, advises him, or orders him, yayo, he left that place. There is a cave in Tirunamalai. Okay, among many caves, there is one cave which is famous. There was one guru and a disciple. Guhai Namachivaya and Guru Namachivaya. Guha means cave. So cave Namachivaya and another is Shishya. This disciple is Guru Namachivaya. Anyway, whoever is Guru, whoever is disciple. So one day, the disciple was serving the Guru. He was pressing his feet, and the Guru was lying down, and he was letting the Guru disciple do the service. And suddenly the disciple was clapping his hands. The Guru said, opened his eyes. What? There is some mosquito. What? What did you do? So the disciple says, no. The curtain which was there in front of the temple of Chidambaram, it was burning. So I put it off. The Guru closed his eyes and he saw, yes, I see the curtain and it was burning, and this fellow, yes, he did what he says is true. Just now leave this cave. 2 lions can't stay in one cave. You leave this place. So he left that place and he went to Chidambaram. So anyway, the point is, so after the disciple gained the knowledge, the Guru sends him away. Guru esha sadananda sindho nirmagnamanasah pavayan vasudham sarvam vichachara niruttaraha. Guru esha sadananda sindho nirmagnamanasah pavayan vasudham sarvam vichachara niruttaraha. Esha Guru, this Guru. Now there is a problem. There is one Guru and another disciple. So Guru and disciple. Now the disciple has understood the truth. Now is he still a disciple or Guru? Now he became a Guru. He became a Guru. We are talking about a lamp lighting another lamp. We are not talking about that magic wand which converts the iron into gold. We are talking about this magic wand which converts the iron into another magic wand. So Guru esha, this Guru, this disciple who has now become Guru, because we don't differentiate between Ishvaro, Guru, Atmeti, Murti, Bhed Vibhagine. Ishvara, Guru, Atma, they are all same. Tasmai Shri Guru Murte, Namaidam Shri Dakshinamurte. We are not doing prostration to the Dakshinamurti who is Guru Murti. We are prostrating to the Guru Murti who is Dakshinamurti. Okay, so Esha Guru, this disciple, Sada Ananda Sindho Nirmagna Manasa, having immersed his mind in the absolute bliss, always Vasudham Sarvam Pavayan Niruttaraha Vichachara, purifying Pavayan, purifying Vasudham Sarvam, the whole world, the entire world. Niruttaraha, without answering. Vichachara, he didn't answer. Okay, you go. Why can't? No, he didn't ask or answer anything. Or when he was going, he didn't answer to anyone. He was just moving around. Vichachara, he was moving around. Answering means only an appropriate disciple who needs to know, only to him the answers. Not to everyone, because I know I cannot. Oh, come. No, we are not distributing peanuts. This is knowledge. Okay, so there should be eligible disciple. Ityacharyasya sishyasya samvadena atmalakshanam nirupitam mukshūnāṃ sukabodha upapattaye. Iti acharyasya sishyasya samvadena atmalakshanam nirupitam mukshūnāṃ sukabodha upapattaye. So adhikari, prayojana, etc. This adhikari, mokshu is the adhikari, prayojana is a sukabodha upapattaye, the vishaya is atma lakshanam. That you can bring it here also. Iti acharyasya sishyasya samvadena, through the dialogue between samvada, dialogue between acharya and the sishya, the Guru and the disciple, through the dialogue between the guru and disciple, mukshunam sukhabodha upataye, for the people who are desirous of knowledge, for them, sukhabodha upataye, for the knowledge to be gained without any difficulty. For the knowledge to be gained without any difficulty. Sukha means anayasena, without difficulty. Happily means without difficulty. Atma lakshanam nirupitam. The nature of the self is established. Sarva vedanta siddhanta sārasaṅgraha nāmakah grantho yam hridaya granthi vichhyate rachita satāṃ. Sarva vedanta siddhanta sārasaṅgraha nāmakah grantho ayam hridaya granthi vichhyate rachita satāṃ. Sarva vedanta siddhanta sārasaṅgraha nāmakah, that which is named Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Sārasaṅgraha, SVSSS. Okay, Ayam Grantha, this text called Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Sārasaṅgraha, Satāṃ Hridaya Granthi Vichhyate, for the people who want to know the truth, for those good people, Hridaya Granthi Vichhyate, to get rid of the knot of the heart. The knot of the heart is the Chit Jada Granthi, the identification with the non-self as self or self as non-self. The knot of a self and non-self. So that is the knot. To get rid of that, to cut it asunder, Rachitaha. Ayam Grantha Rachit. This text is written. So with this text comes to an end. Iti Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Sārasaṅgraha Sampurnaha. We come to the end of this text. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.